Okay, so effectively what we have here is the chlorinator. This is the chlorinator. So when we were going off that timer and it was getting around to the time for it to come on, it was shorting out your electrical circuit. So it was blowing a fuse. So it was switching itself off. These lights here indicate the chlorine amount. So see how it's on high? That light should be all the way up there. So what that's actually telling me is that the thing that produces the chlorine, this thing here, is probably old and needs replacing. It's doing some, but not enough. So the thought would be, if I replace the cell, then something might happen to that. But if we replace the timer on that, then something else could blow. So it's a bit of a false economy. The other thing that you've actually got is that unit there. So that unit there controls the acid feed into the pool. So that basically comes on, sucks acid out of that drum, and transfers it through this part here into there. So that senses the acid level in the pool, and that will determine how much acid to drop. That part there is leaking, as you can see. Drop a sec. There we go. Just a drop. And by the way, that's leaking as well. So that's not highly important. It's not much of a leak. But this thing needs to be tended to, because coming out of there is actually also acid. The device that I've quoted you for is an updated unit that produces chlorine, but it also has that in it as well. So it's actually all built in. So you wouldn't need two devices. That's why the cost is a little bit high. What I could do is I could actually decommission that altogether, right? Block that off, stop that from feeding acid, and then just simply get a device here that produces chlorine. So it means I replace that and I'd replace that. Now the one that I've quoted you is a higher end one. I could re-quote you on one by removing the acid feeder at $1,700, removing the chlorinator that I've quoted you at $2,700, and provide just a chlorinator at $2,000. So that brings down the bill. I'd need to re-quote it. The other thing that I was guessing was I'd change all the valves. These valves could probably stay, but that one would need to be changed. So again, I could knock off two of them and just bring that one, replace that one. So I can bring your quote down a little bit, but it is pretty old, and as you can probably, I'm sure you can see that there's a lot of moisture around, there's a lot of water around, so we could probably update the system. I'm going to pop all this up on YouTube, and hopefully you understand what I'm saying, and then I can work something out for you. Okay, bye-bye.